Welcome in to the latest edition of the Rawlings First Pitch, and our stop today is in Chicago. UIC head coach Sean McDermott joins us. And unfortunately, Coach, this past weekend was a rough one for you guys, and considering all the things that Indiana State has gone through each of the last couple of years, they are a tough out, especially in Terre Haute. And I want to go back to that Friday game, the 10-6 loss. You mentioned it after the game. This is a tough Indiana State team to put away, and it's hard to put together 27 outs against these guys, isn't it?
Yeah, they're very mature, just a good group, well coached, obviously. But the buy-in from 1 through 9 in that batting order, man, they just they keep grinding, and we were at a little bit of a disadvantage. We didn't have our Friday night guy going, so we swapped starters out, and we just weren't able to stop them late, and they just kept putting it together. It was really the middle innings that they just methodically, one here, two there, one here, and all of a sudden the game's in their favor, So we need to do a better job of, when you get an opportunity to put a team away of that caliber, you got to put them away. And we same thing on Saturday. Really, I thought we put ourselves in a position to win the game, and they just won't be denied. So we got to go back to work. I was proud of our fight, but no moral victories. Got to figure out a way to beat them.
Yeah, and that's speaking of that Saturday game, that was an instant classic. Thought you guys had that one, especially the home run late by Zielinski. James Harris had a back-to-back home runs Friday and Saturday game. I just thought that was a great Missouri Valley Conference battle that went their way in 11 innings.
It was a fun college baseball game if you were sitting in the stands. I'm not sure Mitch or myself enjoyed it all that much. I would have enjoyed it being in their dugout a little bit more than ours. But, it's college baseball, and you got to beat those guys. And we didn't do enough to put that game away. And we gave them opportunities, whether it's misplaying a fly ball or walks. And those teams, they take advantage of it. So I'm pleased with our fight, but not pleased with the outcome. So we'll go back to work and get ready for Southern Illinois.
You went into that series in a pretty good way, and this has to do with virtually any sport. When you're talking about coaching, you lose a couple of games, you really get their attention. You talked about it a little bit. You've got to be able to find winning plays and ways to win those games. Did this get their attention, or are there ways to teach your guys even in victory?
Well, I think there was a lot of things that we've been doing leading up to that point that we were putting ourselves in a position to win, but we were getting away with some stuff too that really caught up to us. And in order for us to be a championship level team and compete at the top of this league, you can't give teams opportunities. This league will take advantage of mistakes. And so I think it's a good opportunity for us to kind of reset and say, okay, what are the things we have to do to close that gap and make those adjustments? And I think we will. We've got a mature group, and I don't think they've solved the riddle, so to speak. So just get back to work and get back to playing to our identity.
In that Sunday game, you lose 4-1 in a more conventional way. Kendall Lyons goes 6 innings for you. You had to be pretty proud of him.
Yeah, I really thought Kendall pitched really well. I really thought we pitched pretty well all day. And even on Saturday, I thought we pitched well. It was just some mistakes here or there. But again, Kendall's growing up as a guy in our staff, and I think he's just going to get better and better. And I'm excited to see what Kendall does moving forward, because I think he's really got a bright future.
Offensively, we know Zane Zielinski's got a lot of skins on the wall, but when you kind of package him or put him together with Jackson Bissett with the offensive season he's putting together so far, it's a pretty good 1-2 punch for you offensively.
Yeah, and really Zane's been remarkably consistent. But really our offense has to get going by just passing the torch from one guy to the next. And that's what we were so good at early on. And then we got hitting some balls out of the ballpark. And I think we thought, oh, maybe this is who we are now. And we need to figure out a way to put together more of a consistent offensive push than waiting for the big swing. And that's going to be the focus this week of getting back to hitting head-eye line drives, being tough with 2 strikes, and stringing out some at bats and making pitchers work for those outs and see if we can get some more traffic on the base pass. And then when we do, get the line drive ground ball single rather than trying to hit the ball off the wall.
And back-to-back tough weekends for you as SIU waits next. What kind of baseball are UIC going to have to play in order to win that series?
Yeah, I think SIU offers a different challenge than Indiana State, because I think they're gonna run more. They're gonna create different offensive stresses on our defense and on our pitching. And I think the key to any victory for us is we've got to limit our freebies on the bases. We got to play really good defense, and we've got to take opportunities offensively when they're given to us. And if we do those things, we'll be in a position to win. And that's all I can ask at this point.
Coach, appreciate the time. Best of luck the rest of the Valley season.
Shane, appreciate you having me.